All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Matt here, and this is Navs Fight Media coming at you with another video. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about, there's a lot of talk about the lightweight division. It's a hot division. It's a stacked division. We got Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. No more Teofimo Lopez, so take him out. You have Lomachenko. You have a lot of big names and a lot of potential guys that could, change. You have George Kambosos. Can't forget him. Obviously lost to Devin Haney, but still great fighter. And then you have kind of like Shakur Stevenson. I know you guys don't like to hear about Shakur just because he's at 130, he's junior lightweight, but he's going to be in the picture soon. But we don't know how many of these guys or which guys are still going to be there when he does eventually move up to 135. But I'm just saying he will take over that lightweight division. That kid's going to be a problem. I don't know if anybody in that division can beat Shakur. Honestly, 130 to 140, I think Shakur might be that guy. But obviously, my top guys at 135 have to be Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. Those are my top three. You got Rolly in. You guys about to throw Rolly in there? No, I'm just kidding. I love Rolly. That guy's just good for the sport. He talks a lot of trash. He's an entertaining guy, but I know he's a nice guy on the inside, and he started fighting he was late for the sport of boxing. He started fighting close to 20. Or maybe 18, something like that. That's crazy. And to get to the level where he's gotten to, he sold a crazy pay-per-view with Gervonta Davis, one of the best in the world. Pound for pound, he's top 5 in my book. Man, there's something to be said for that. But more about specifically, I want to talk about Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney because this is a fight that people are highly anticipating in the lightweight division. I hear a lot of people want to see Shakur, like I was talking about before, Shakur, Devin Haney, Shakur, Gervonta Davis, but this is those you're gonna have to wait for those fights. Shakur has been on the record saying he doesn't think that fight's gonna happen soon just because of the magnitude that it'll have in the future, which I actually agree with. But hopefully we do see those fights, these matchups with Shakur, because this guy's a talent, man. I've never seen anybody like him. He might be better than Floyd. We don't know. We really don't know. I know that's a big statement, but I'm just saying this kid's got talent. I haven't seen a guy fight like this since Floyd. Obviously, Devin Haney also has that. He also has that defensive kind of style, and he's very creative within his offense. He uses his reach and all that. I'm just saying that Shakur is he's probably one of my favorite fighters at the time. I think he's really good. But in terms of the Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney matchup, it's going to be interesting to see if Devin Haney can, if he can execute a proper game plan, keep the fight on the outside against a guy like Gervonta, because Gervonta is a better defensive fighter than people give him credit for. But Devin Haney is kind of like the king of defense in the lightweight division, in my opinion. He's just hard to hit. We saw him hurt against Jorge Linares, but other than that, you don't really see him get hurt. But at the same time, he doesn't take a lot of risk. So if Gervonta kind of figures him out and figures a way to get it inside on him and lands a big shot and catches him like something he did to Rolly, but easier said than done, because I expect Devin Haney to have a really conservative game plan in a fight against Gervonta, as opposed to where I see Gervonta kind of starting off slow. I see Devin Haney bagging some early rounds, but I eventually see Gervonta potentially landing something big. And if he doesn't, then I think Devin Haney cruises to a decision. But we know Gervonta picks it up in the middle to later rounds, so it's going to be an interesting stylistic matchup. Does that fight get made? It's going to be the promotion would be interesting because they have a lot of history. They've sparred each other. Devin Haney was highly regarded in the Mayweather boxing gym. Obviously Tank was too. He signed with Mayweather Promotions, still with Mayweather Promotions, as opposed to Devin Haney, who currently isn't. He's with the Zone. He's with Eddie Hearn. Not really with the Zone, but he's a Matchroom guy right as of now. But these press conferences would be really interesting because they're going to talk about their history because they've sparred. Floyd Mayweather has said Tank was out of shape and Devin Haney was in good shape. So it seems like, using my context clues from what I've heard in those interviews, it seems like they sparred. It was good work, and then Devin Haney kind of maybe put the pressure on him when Tank was already tired because he hadn't been training, hadn't had a fight in a while, or whatever the case may be. He wasn't in shape, is the bottom line. But This is a good fight stylistically. If Gervonta Davis lands any punch really, his right hook, or a left uppercut or a big like overhand left hand, I think it's gonna be a night for Devin Haney. But at the same time, if Gervonta gets frustrated, he gets too emotional in the fight, which I don't think he'll do. I think it's gonna be more, he might get frustrated, but I don't think he'll let his emotions come into play. But I think Devin Haney I could definitely see him cruising to a decision just because he's harder to catch than a Rolly or a Leo Santa Cruz or a Mario Barrios. But respect to Tink for all those wins, but Devin Haney might just be different. I see it as a 50-50 fight. It's just a matter of if Gervonta can land, and if he can't, then I think Devin Haney wins that fight. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to cover for this video. That's one of the big matchups. Obviously, we say it all the time in this lightweight division that's so stacked. Throw any two of these fighters, you'll get a pay-per-view card. You get a pay-per-view main event. You'll sell out, and that's just true. These guys are so talented, but we're gonna see who's the top dog, who survives, who comes out, and I can't wait for this division to kind of there's gonna be a pyramid. Right now we're at the bottom of the pyramid where there are like 5, 6 guys, and it's slowly gonna turn into a pyramid where there's a king. Right now it's Devin Haney, but we haven't really seen these guys really fight each other. George Kambosos and Devin Haney was a step in the right direction though, so I give credit to these guys. But hopefully we get these fights in the near future, because it's good for boxing and we all want to see them. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the constant support. Like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media @ are @NabsFightMedia, so follow it all and stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.